Hey y'all, Shay here. I'm very zoomed in, so let's just see how this goes. It's fun to try different things, zooming out, zooming in, different angles. So we'll just kind of see how this goes. I know some people like to see close up, so that's what we're gonna do today, and we'll see if it works. My name is Shay. Thanks for being here. Today is a whip in chat. WIP, W-I-P, stands for work in progress. My current whip is a diamond painting. So I'm just gonna sit here and diamond paint with y'all for a little bit, and you can pull out your craft or whatever you want to do, and we'll just hang out together and keep each other company, okay? So it is Wednesday for me / Thursday for you if you're watching this the day that it comes out. That was a creepy little finger, but yeah. So what else, y'all? It is Wednesday. It's 1:33 in the PM. I normally try to do these in the morning, but normally always doesn't happen. It's yucky out, it's raining, it's overcast. It's just like, ugh. I'm still in my pajamas. I have to go pick up kids soon. I just haven't felt like doing a whole lot today. Kind of been feeling like a slug. So yes, there's that. So I don't know, I actually don't have a full hour right now to do this because I was putting it off all day, which is not good. I've just been laying around, and I mean, I did a video earlier today, but I had all these other intentions of like getting this done and getting that done. I did the dishes. So, I mean, I got a little bit done, but not as much as I was kind of hoping for at the beginning of the day, right? But that's okay. It's okay, right? Everything's still gonna be there. Husband's out of town, he's traveling, so I don't have to worry about showering. That's why I kind of was a slug all day, because I was like, no one's here to see me. You know, the kids are all at school, the dogs. That's another reason why I can't film necessarily when I want to, because we do have a puppy. Ollie is 4 months old now, and you know, he needs to be out and about, and I need to play with him and watch him, and I can't just like, okay buddy, you know, go sit in your crate or go sit in your, I mean, I do that after he's been out for a while and he's been playing, but I kind of have to time it like when he hasn't been sleeping and when he has to go to the bathroom, because you know, we're trying to potty train him and all those things. So anyways, that's kind of where my mindset is at today. So how are you guys? Let me know how you're doing. I normally go over all the different tools that I'm using, but yeah, let's switch it up, y'all. Let's do something a little different. Let's not do it. Yeah, I love all the people all the products that I'm using. And if you're interested in any of them, like my pen, my tray, lives with board storage, the diamond painting itself, you know, just the usual. Just, it'll be down in the description, okay? Yes, because we don't got time for all that, right? Not that this is going to be sped up or anything. I can always, you know, pause and always come back. I can't believe I just did that. So I'm adding 3708 ABs, and I need one right there, one little one. And I poured out, I had to pull the bag, pour out a tray just for one. Oh, y'all. But have I diamond painted today? No, I have not. That's why I wanted to run up here and just like, get up, get off your butt, and go hang out. All right, so what else, y'all? All right, so let's go back and we'll rewind, and we'll kind of go back and talk about what happened since the last time we talked. And that was last Wednesday or Thursday, right? So what's been going on with me? But again, first things first, I want to make sure that you guys are good. Make sure you put down in the comments how you are, how you're feeling, what you've been up to since the last time we talked. I love to find out what everybody's up to. It's one of my favorite things is to read the comments of these videos. And, you know, I love hanging out with y'all. So please let me know what you've been up to and how you're feeling. And then also, like, what'd you work on during this time? It would be, was it diamond painting related? Was it something else? So let me know. I do all kinds of things. Depends on my mood, right? Sometimes I treat these as like a podcast, and I just kind of listen to them in the car, or, you know, if I'm laying in bed, chilling. So yeah. Oh my gosh, you can hear my dogs barking. I should say dog. That would be Jasper, my Boston Terrier. He's been very barky today, and I don't know why. Well, there was some random dude in our backyard, some random guy, and he had like one of those little measuring things, and he was like measuring our backyard. No clue. Nope. Never heard the doorbell ring. Never had, you know, he's gone now, and I never saw anything on the front door saying, you know, hey, I did this, I was in your yard. Good thing my dogs weren't out. It's so weird. I was gonna go out there and be like, excuse me, but I did not want to deal with it, so I was like, whatever. So Jasper, I think, is still thinking he sees that guy out there. All right, anyways, my doors are locked, so that's important. Where are we at? Okay, so last week last Thursday, the kids had no school. Here in Dallas, we had a bunch of ice and sleet. So the kids were off of school Tuesday through Friday of last week. So no school Thursday. And like I said, it was just really cold out, really yucky, and just was kind of gross. So here's what happened. I mentioned it on my live on Sunday, but if you weren't there, I'll tell you a quick little story. I was taking Ollie out, to go to the bathroom, and I was trying to take him down to the grass, and I have to go down a couple of steps, right? Let me make sure y'all can see what I'm doing if you're watching. So I had to go down a couple of steps, and first step, I was really careful, and I was like, oh, this isn't bad. It's not even that bad. Stepped down again, and whoop, busted my ass, y'all. Yep, went full on down, holding the puppy, went down and landed on the ice. Good news is, if you're worried about Ollie, he's fine. The good news is he kind of, of course I was worried about him as I was falling, and I kind of just set him down kind of rough. He landed on his feet, and I kind of rolled right on my side. Well, I hit, let's see, I've got some symbols to do up here, so I'm going to bring y'all down. I hit my hip, my knee, and my elbow kind of as I was going down. I had slippers on, like house slippers, and I had like a robe on type of thing, like a long sweater. So that protected my elbows from got a little scratched up, but my knee I had leggings on, and take care of the puppy, kind of standing out there, letting him go to the bathroom after it happened, kind of in shock, like that just happened. And I haven't fell in a while, and it was so weird. I don't remember this as a kid, but it's like when you're an adult, it felt like slow motion. And you couldn't even believe that it was happening. You're like, I'm actually going down. I'm falling. And that's the way I can remember it in my head, right? It's so weird. So I made sure he was good and that he got to go to the bathroom. Y'all, I didn't even show you what I'm working on. Oh my gosh. I know I didn't show you everything, but look. Matchmakers Maze, Manny Mazzano, Diamond Art Cub. Yes. Y'all, I'm out of sorts. So he went potty. And so I came in. My husband's like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I fell. He's like, oh my gosh, are you okay? So I don't think he said, oh my gosh, but yeah, in my mind, that's what he said. And I was like, my pants are all wet. I fell. He's like, are you okay? And my leggings were all soaking wet. And I pulled up my leggings and I'm like, oh my gosh, my knee. And he's like, hold on. No, we call him Dr. Dad because my husband is always better with emergencies, people being hurt, blood, all that stuff. So he ran and got the first aid kit and he's like, put your leg up here. And, he doctored at my knee and sprayed it with, some antibacterial stuff and then put a Band-Aid on it. He's like, are you good anywhere? You hurt anywhere else? I'm like, I think my elbow got it. And so I showed him my elbow. So we were kind of just, you don't know after you fell, you're trying to figure out what hurts. And I said, my butt really hurts and my hips, like I must've really like, boom, fell down. So y'all, I'm 48. I should not be, I don't know. He goes, why are you carrying the dog? I'm like, oh no, because he's a puppy and I wouldn't want him to slip. So I bit it on the ice. So, but all is good. I was sore for like the next day. It was kind of weird. It's like when I walked, like insides hurt, like my hips. So I must have like jarred up something a little bit. Who knows, y'all? So that was Thursday. We got the word Thursday afternoon that there was going to be no school on Friday. So Lou, my 10-year-old, my daughter Lou, she decided to ask for a sleepover for her best friend that lives one door down. And we're like, sure. So her best friend spent the night, and which was a treat because it was a school night normally, right? Because we don't just do, sleepovers on the weekends. So they thought it was super fun. Well, it was melting on Thursday, but looking at the weather forecast, it was supposed to dip down into freezing temperatures and it was supposed to rain. So with that, they canceled school, right? To be on the safe side. Y'all, those kids could have gone to school Friday. It was sunny. It never happened. It didn't happen overnight. Nothing froze. It was sunny. Roads were cleared. So Friday I took, so they wanted to go see a movie because they were like, been housebound for a week, and we all had pretty much. And she's like, I want to go see a movie. And so I said, I don't know. It's a PG-13. So the name of the movie is Megan. So y'all let me know down in the comments if you've seen this movie or if you know what I'm talking about, but it's called Megan. And it's kind of like a horror movie, but it's more, it's not an R-rated movie, but I don't even know if we've ever even let her see PG-13. So I talked to her best friend's mom and I said, are you okay with her seeing this? And they want to go. And she's like, yeah, but I don't like scary movies. And my oldest already saw it and she said it's really bad. And I'm like, I don't mind taking them. I like things like that. It could be entertaining. I'm like, I'll take them. So I took him to go see it. And it's basically about, I'm not going to give it away, but the preface of the movie is there's a doll that they make for this little girl, a doll. It's a toy. It's like a robot. And it starts doing bad stuff. So really creepy, seeing a doll like move and all those things and have its own, like, it basically takes on its own, you know, it takes on its own ownership, right? And it like comes up with its own thoughts. So yeah, so that was good. So here's the weird thing about it. And y'all tell me again, if you've ever seen anything like this. We went to the movie theater and I bought the tickets online. And when I bought them, I was looking at, you know, something in the center, wasn't very busy. There was a lot of seats available. The very, very front row, right in front of the screen, was showing it was all blocked. Like it was taken. And I was like, okay, well, I wouldn't want that anyways. So we got the row like behind that one. You know, the girls didn't want to sit by anybody because it was showing there was a lot of people there, but there wasn't. So we get there and we're trying to find our seats and the girls are like, do you know if we got the beds? Can we sit in the beds? I'm like, the beds? What are y'all talking about? What do you mean the beds? Oh my gosh, they had beds. I'm not kidding you. Actual beds. It's like a two-person. It's for two people to lay down. There's little throw pillows on each side. It grossed me out, and I know why, because I said it to my husband when I got home. So what happened is the girls were sitting behind the beds, and they were like, we really want to be up there, because they brought blankets, and they brought their Squishmallows. They brought pillows, essentially. And I'm like, well, let's just see. You know, when the movie starts, if no one's sitting there, then I'll let y'all go up. So the movie started and no one came. Like I said, it was pretty empty. There was just like one other like family there. And so we all go up to the beds. They get one and I get the one next to it. The first thing I did was like move the nasty little pillows, right, away from me because I didn't want to touch anything. I never took my jacket off. I set my purse like kind of in my lap. I just was grossed out by the beds. Why would you do that? Why is that a good idea? This is what my husband said when we came home and I told him about the beds. He was like, why don't you just put, it's really gross, y'all, but it's true. He's like, why would you do that? He goes, why don't you just put a trash can with like a box of condoms next to it? I'm like, exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Y'all, really, I mean, what do y'all think about the beds? Weird. I was going to take a picture of them and like attach them or, you know, put it in here, but y'all can just envision what I'm talking about, right? So strange. So yeah, they were loving it. We were, I mean, you're laying down because you're in a bed, but the screen is like super, it's like right above you, right? So it's really close. I would say too close. I guess I got used to it. But yeah, we did that. We got popcorn and ices and sodas and candy. And then we're leaving the movies and they're like, can we get something to eat? We're hungry. Say what? I just spent like $50 on popcorn and drinks and candy, and now y'all are hungry, and the movie was only an hour and a half. And of course, they didn't eat a whole lot of their popcorn, right? And I got like mediums. I probably should have gotten smalls, because medium is still really big. And I haven't had a buttered popcorn, movie popcorn, in a long time. It was so good. My stomach kind of hurt after, and I'm like, I don't really feel like eating. So called my husband. I'm like, have y'all eaten? He's like, no, grab us some food. I'm like, oh, all right. So took the girls to one of our brand new grocery stores called H-E-B. And they have like a lot of cool like prepared food. So I didn't want to like take them to fast food. I didn't want to spend a whole lot of money. So I just kind of took them to the grocery store, let them pick out, you know, a couple things they wanted and got stuff for everybody else. But yeah, that was very, very interesting. We had a fun day. It was good to get out of the house and, you know, go again, sit somewhere else. But at least we were out of the house. But those beds were just trippy. I mean, I don't know, y'all. I just think that's an awful idea. But the girls were happy. Yep. Hope we didn't catch anything. But anyway, so that was Friday. And then Saturday, Ryan, my oldest, had therapy. And I always go with him. I always take him. And I sit outside and wait. But his therapist, I've known her for a long time. She's very nice. And normally what I do is I bring my paint gems, you know, the little ones. And I have the cocktail series. And I just do one of those because it's an hour session that he has. And I just sit there in the lobby and diamond paint, sometimes listen to YouTube videos if no one's in there, you know, loud on my phone. I just hang out. I got a full setup. I bring my drink, got all my things, and we just do that every Saturday. She came out and told me that he's doing really well and that he's opening up more. So yes, I'm so happy. Therapy seems to be helping him. So yeah, this week has been better because last week was really rough. And when she came out, she did say he had a rough week. So he must have really told her that, you know, what happened last week. And I told him I thought that would be a good idea to really talk to her about what happened and maybe she could help us. He had a rough time getting ready for school. And then when he was at school, he didn't want to be there. And he would text me and call me and, you know, not threaten me, but try to scare me, you know, threatening things. It was not good. I didn't really talk about it much on my last whip and chat because I was still like processing it. But I'm glad they got to talk about it. And this week has been so much better. So yeah, it's been a lot better. And then after he did that night, he's a senior this year. He had his senior bonfire. I don't ever remember having a senior bonfire when I was in high school, but like, I don't know if that's a Texas thing. I don't know. I mean, I graduated at Texas high school, but he told me that it was a huge, huge bonfire, like legit bonfire. I'm like, wow. So here's the deal. I kind of feel bad about the bonfire because I was getting inundated with emails leading up to it and like all these pleads for like, you know, parent volunteers. So I decided to volunteer. I signed up and I didn't know where I was signing up for. I just signed up. Well, I didn't really want to go that day. I was like, Ryan, what do we do? I'm like, I don't really want to go. I'm like, I think I'm coming down with something. I'm not feeling very good. I was lying, y'all. So I just didn't want to be out in the cold with a bunch of senior, you know, high schoolers. And so he goes, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm like, well, if anybody says anything, you know, hopefully they won't. So he spent the night at a friend's house that night. I talked to him the next morning. I'm like, was anybody looking for me? Not that I don't even know anybody, but I figured, you know, maybe they recognize his last name or maybe they'd be looking for him if they knew his mom had asked, you know, his mom had signed up to volunteer. I'm like, did they need people? And he's like, no, there was a ton of parents. They were all good. He goes, so-and-so's mom did come up to me and say, where's your mom? He goes, I told her you were sick. I'm like, I'm so sorry you had to lie for me. Felt like an awful mom, y'all. I was like, oh my gosh, my kid's having to lie for me. I should know better than to sign up for like social things with other moms. It's not really my jam, right? I'm not good at it. I was maybe when they were little, but I don't know any of these moms. So, and I was trying to do it to get to know them, but I'm like, they're going to be going to college next year. So do I really need to know them? Probably not. We're good. I mean, that's what I was telling myself the day of, right? Yeah. So he did that. He said it was really fun. And they had like s'mores and walking tacos and the whole thing. So yeah, he got to experience his senior bonfire. And then, so that was Saturday. Sunday, I went to Costco. Let's talk about that. There's a trend that I've noticed. So I normally, because I'm a stay-at-home mom, and a lot of times in the past, I would go to Costco during the week, trying to avoid the weekend crowd, right? I don't know what happened. It just started happening the last few months that I started going on Sundays. For whatever reason, it just wasn't happening during the week, and I would go Sundays. Oh, Sunday was so frustrating, and here's why. It's been building up for a while, because I can tolerate a lot, but I was getting annoyed. So here's the deal. When I go to Costco, I'm going by myself. And I know not everybody can do that, right? Not everybody can leave their kids. Not everybody's got little, some people have little ones. I get it. But I'm going with a mission, a purpose. It's not like a fun outing, right? Oh, it was so crowded. And one of the main clogs of these arteries, the aisles, was families. But it wasn't just the mom and dad and the kids. It's the mom, the dad, the 3 or 4 kids, the grandpa, the grandma. And they are just walking slow, doing all the taste testing of the food, looking at every little thing and picking up the bag and looking at the ingredients and discussing it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't. This is why I go during the week. I can't. I was so annoyed. I sat and stood so long in so many aisles waiting to get around people. And I don't think I give them a dirty look, but I'm like, really? Really? Because that's not the place to do that. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. I'm sorry if you don't agree with me, but that's just how I was feeling on Sunday. I was annoyed. And it takes a lot for me to get annoyed, but I'm just like, okay, maybe I should stop coming on Sundays and just, avoid it altogether. But wow. And maybe, you know what? Maybe that is a family outing for some folks on the weekend. Maybe, I need to look at it from a different perspective. Maybe, maybe it can be, maybe I need to bring my family and we need to make it a family affair. All I know is for me personally, I do everything I can to avoid taking my kids and my husband to Costco. I know what I need. I have a list. It's get in and get out, right? This is not fun time. I don't like Costco. I just want to bang, bang, boom, be done with it. Wham, bang, thank you, man, kind of thing. Let's just get this done. But no. A lot of folks, nope. They're straight up chilling at Costco. Yeah, with their grandma and grandpa and all 10 of them walking and clogging up the aisles. I'm like, oh my gosh. So did that. I came home, unloaded everything. And then I had my live. That's another thing. I've got something planned that I'm kind of trying to you got to go home, you got to unload and then put all the stuff away. And yeah, and it was 71 degrees on Sunday. And we had just had ice 2 days before that. It's the weirdest thing. But yeah, 71 degrees. It was really nice out. So that was a good thing. It was nice. I was dressed for winter, not 71 degrees. So I get home, unpack everything, and get ready for my live. So we had the live at 4. A lot of fun, like they always are. You never know. I don't go into the lives with notes. Maybe a couple things if there's a few points I don't want to forget, but I don't ever come in with a topic to discuss. I just kind of go wherever the chat takes us. And we ended up talking about converting a cross stitch pattern into a diamond painting. Now, it's something that a lot of folks do. I shouldn't say a lot. I don't know the majority. I don't know the percentage of how many people have done cross stitch. Another question for you in this video. Have you ever done a cross stitch conversion kit? Let me know. Because we were all kind of talking about it. Anthony with Single and Placing, who's got a YouTube channel. He's awesome. He is doing one right now, his first one, and he kind of walked us through the process and videos, and they were really good. And he's going to be hosting an event in October with Sophie, the Diamond Help Desk, and Hannah, Sparkling Spectrumite. And yeah, so all three are going to be doing a cross-stitch conversion event. And I'm like, how fun would that be? So we were all kind of talking through it on the live. Should I do it? I've been on the fence for a while. For a good 6 months, I've been thinking about it. But I'm like, I don't know, because I don't have an Android device, so I would have to buy a tablet. And it just I was just intimidated by the whole thing, right? Just very intimidated by it. But we talked it out. And y'all, that night, I bought one. Yep, that night after the live, I was looking at stuff. I went with Jade at Gem Shop. Right now, I think they're still marked off, but they were 25% off her princess panels. And so, of course, I got Ariel, the Disney princess, and it's already been shipped. I can't believe she's already shipped it. I thought I had time to figure out everything, but why not wait? Why put it off? Just do it. So I need to get a tablet. I asked Anthony about which one he uses. He sent me an Amazon link, but y'all, it's $80. And I don't know if I can stomach that. So I haven't bought a tablet yet. There is, and I know some folks had told me after the live, they left the comments, there's an app for Apple devices. I forget the name of it, but I did download it to my phone. And so I looked at it and I kind of was playing around with it a little bit. And so I got it. I did download I had to purchase the pattern from Creatively Stitching on Etsy, but Jade's got that link in her description. But if you are interested, go check out Jade's shop. I'll have it listed down below. But if you put the code Princess Galore, PRINCESSGALORE, you get 25% off. Unless that's ended, but I don't think it has as the time of this filming. So if you're interested in it and you're on the fence, let's just do it. I did it. Well, I haven't done it, but I did it. I bought it. Let's just put it that way, right? Yeah, we'll see if I gotta do it. I'm excited. I'm nervous. It's kind of fun after 3 years of diamond painting to be, trying something new. So I think it was time. It was the right time. And maybe I was just waiting for that moment to hit when it was right. So yeah, so we're going to do that. So that was fun. During the live, we kind of just talked that through. And I posted a picture on Instagram of the kit that I chose if you're curious. So that was Sunday. And then Monday, I took Ollie, our little pups, to the vet. Sorry, I'm looking for a color. To the vet. And it was just his time for his vaccinations, his final round. Because like I said, he's 4 months old now. He's so cute. Still doing potty training stuff, but we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. It'll happen. We're really trying hard, and we're treating him whenever he does go outside. We're giving him little Cheerios. So took him to the vet, and I could not believe how much he weighs. Last time we took him to the vet, which was probably about 3 weeks, 4 weeks before that, about 3 weeks, he was like 11 pounds. So he gets on the scale, and they're like, he's 16 pounds right on the nose. I'm like, what? Y'all, he's a big boy. He's tiny. He's like stocky, right? He's a French bulldog. So they're like little pudgy little things, but he's 16 pounds, my baby. So he got 2 shots, and then he got his Bordetella, which is like a little liquid they put in his mouth, and he got his tags. So he's officially like vaccinated, and he got his cute little tag, and I put that on his collar when we got home. But yeah, they just checked him out. I thought it was going to be just a nurse visit, but the vet actually met with us, and it's really nice to have like someone check him out and look over everything to make sure he's good. And she said he looks great. So really, really happy to have him, looked at and just, verify that he's okay. But I've really become attached to him. Took me a little while at first to get attached, but it happens when it happens, and it did. And I love that little guy. It just took my husband being out of town for a week, and it was just really essentially me taking care of him, and we really bonded. So he's funny. He is sleeping through the night more. Like he hasn't gotten up. Well, now that I've said it, it's probably going to happen tonight, but he hasn't gotten up in like, I don't know, the last 2 or 3 nights. Yeah, he hasn't gotten up in the middle of the night. So that's been nice. Yeah, so all went well there. And then that afternoon, I had my televisit with my psychiatrist. And I had told y'all last time that, I think it was the last Whip and Chat, that I am trying to wean off some of my medication and doing it with my psychiatrist, doing it the right way, and, trying to be good, because I wasn't good at first. If y'all been following me, you remember me saying I decided to just stop taking some of it. It's for anxiety, depression, ADHD. I've got a variety of medications that I've been on for years, and I'd like to kind of get off some of them. So I decided to stop taking them while I didn't feel good. And so then I talked to her, and she's like, let's do this the right way. Let's, slowly. So 2 weeks ago, I'd met with her, and she brought down one of my medications that I take at night to, I was taking 5 milligrams for years, but she dropped it down to 2 milligrams. And that's what I was on the last 2 weeks. Met with her. She's like, how do you feel? I'm like, I don't feel any different. I guess that's a good thing. I'm like, I don't feel bad. I was like, if anything, I do feel better. So she's like, awesome. Well, you're done with that one then. We'll take that off your chart. I'm like, sweet. So I'm officially off of one of them, which is exciting. But this is what, and I should have asked her what she meant, but this was weird. After she mentioned that, okay, we're off of that one, she made the comment, well, that's good because that one's annoying. What? I even told my husband, he's like, what does that mean? I'm like, I don't know. Why is this particular drug annoying? I don't know. Maybe for her writing the prescription. I don't know if you have to jump through hoops for this particular one. I can tell y'all what it is. I don't even think it's a controlled substance. I don't know. It's called Abilify. Don't ask me what it's for. I can't remember. I've been on it for so long. Maybe antipsychotic. I don't know, y'all. I didn't think it was that serious of a medication, but she's like, oh, good. That one's annoying. And I should have asked something, but I just was like, whatever. My husband's like, you need to go to a different doctor. You need to go to mine. I'm like, I've been with this lady for so long. Why do I want to switch? It's fine. To me, they're just kind of like pill pushers, in my opinion. But a therapist is who you also need to talk to. If you have that with a psychiatrist, maybe paired together is a good idea. But psychiatrists in general, to me, are just pill pushers. But that's my experience that I've had. So yeah, so we're officially off of that. So I'll see her in 2 weeks to maybe, drop another one and start to get a lower dosage of that. So we're going to slowly take it slowly, but get off of those. So I thought that was really good. I was happy, and I've been feeling pretty good about it. All right, so I have a question for y'all. There's something in my household that's been going on, and it's a little bit of a controversy, and we have different opinions. And I'm like, fine, I'm going to ask my subscribers and see what they say. Okay, have y'all ever tried dragon fruit? It's a fruit. It's a fruit. It's normally like hot pink and green. It's like beautiful. I don't know if you can find it everywhere, but my daughter Lou loves dragon fruit. And whenever we do see it, and if it's a treat, I'm like, yeah, we'll get a couple. I've tried dragon fruit before. And I say it again, just like I've said it before, and my husband and my daughter do not agree. Dragon fruit tastes like nothing. Tastes like water. And they're like, nuh-uh, it's sweet. I'm like, it is not sweet. So y'all let me know if you've had dragon fruit before. Do you think it's sweet? My husband's like, it's like a pear. I'm like, no, it's not like a pear. A pear is sweet. I keep even trying it after that to help the debate. And I swear y'all, I cannot taste anything when I don't even get the point of eating it. I'm like, why do they even sell this? All I'm tasting, not even tasting, all I'm noticing is like the little black seeds are crunchy. But to me, it's like water. There's absolutely no taste. Yeah. So I wanted to get y'all's opinion on dragon fruit. I know it's kind of random, but I wanted to see what your thoughts were, because in my house, they're all like, something's wrong with you. It tastes so good. I'm like, y'all are crazy. I don't get it. I do not get it. So yeah, that's the dragon fruit debate that we have. Hold on, I'm gonna grab a little sip of water real quick, and y'all can do the same if you need to. Hold on one sec. All right, took a sip of water. And that was Monday. So then Tuesday, I picked up Lou from school Tuesday afternoon, and she tells me that she has to do a Valentine's Day box for Valentine's Day, like a little box for them to put their Valentine's cards in. I'm like, why am I just now finding out about this? Okay. She's like, we need them by Thursday. We need to go to Michael's right now to go get stuff. I was like, right now? We have to go to Michael's? So I take her to Michael's, and it was actually fun. I don't like to shop, but once I do it, I'm like, okay, that wasn't too bad. I kept pointing out different things for a box. First of all, I didn't even know if we have a shoe box at home because there wasn't a lot of notice. And I had just thrown out a bunch of shoe boxes from Ryan's room, of course. But Ryan did have a shoe box for us, so it ended up working out. But we were there, and I'm like, so what are you thinking about? I automatically went to like the Valentine's Day section with like the little foam hearts and the stickers. And she's like, no, I don't want that aesthetic. I have an idea of what I want. I'm like, okay. And y'all, she's 10. And I'm like, okay, I guess that's too babyish. She goes, I'm looking more for like smiley faces, more like, what'd she say? I forget the terminology. I have no clue. I'm like, what? I thought Valentine's Day boxes were supposed to be like red and pink, and she's like, no, I'm thinking like smiley faces. And she goes, can I see your phone? And so she grabs my phone and she pulls up her aesthetic that she wants her box to look like. And it's basically a hot pink background with like these little light pink smiley faces. I'm thinking, how are we going to find that at Michael's? Really? I mean, this is like very specific. So we're looking, we're not seeing anything. So because what they did was they rearranged the store. And so everything was like backwards. It all had been like swapped. So we were on the wrong side of the floor. So we did run into the clearance section, and I love that section. So I was like, let's go over here. She's like, they're not going to have anything I want. I'm like, just look. Let's just get ideas of, maybe something will just kind of, catch our attention. Well, good thing we went over there because they had a hot pink poster board for 50 cents. I'm like, now we're talking. And then she found these like hot pink little beads. And she's like, oh, I can put that around the hole. I'm like, perfect. And then we went and found some stencils because she needed to write her name. And she bought this little white paint, but the paint didn't work. We ended up just using a Sharpie. And she bought some glitter, some hot pink glitter. So we actually got out of there pretty good, not too bad. I told her, I'm like, I don't want to go to Michael's because whenever we do, we spend too much. One thing she was looking for was duct tape. She wanted some hot pink duct tape. And we asked the lady, and I told Lou, I'm like, I don't know if they have duct tape. She goes, Mom, they're a craft store. Of course they're going to have duct tape. I'm like, okay. So we asked a lady, and the lady's like, nope. And I looked at Lou and I smiled. I'm like, I thought that was kind of weird for Michael's not to have duct tape. So y'all weigh in on that. I don't know if you think that's weird too, but yeah, they didn't have it. So we walked out of there, and then we went next door to PetSmart because we needed to get Ollie a little name tag for his collar to go with his little tags. So they have a machine there called Fido, and so we created one for him. It's like a little a dog paw, because he has a red collar and a red leash. So it has a little red paw, really cute. We put his name and my phone number on the back. So yeah, he's got a little cute tag. We walked around and looked at all the animals. Ugh, so gross, y'all. They had snakes and mice and rats and, all the things, and fish and turtles and lizards and ferrets and guinea pigs and So we were having fun just looking at everything. And I'm like, we need to get out of here. So yeah, that was kind of our afternoon on Tuesday. We kind of just, went out. And so last night she came home and y'all, she did the box and it turned out really good. Ryan happened to have a black shoe box, which she ended up not covering. She just used the pink poster board to cover the lid. And then he helped her cut out the hole, and he helped her. And then they got glue, which we already had from her making slime. And then she got a Q-tip and they just kind of did the edges and they poured glitter on it. And then she put a heart with glitter. So yeah, it turned out really good. But it says Lauren Love. And so they're having a contest. I forgot to tell you all that part. I mean, the pressure was already on to get this thing done by Thursday, but then she tells me on top of it, she's like, and they're having a contest too, and I really want to win. She's like, my best friend won last year. And I'm like, oh, great. So after she finishes her box last night, she's so proud of it and she's showing it to me. I'm like, it looks so good. She's like, do you think I'm going to win? I was like, oh, honey, I hope so. I'm like, yes, you could definitely win. So then she's texting her best friend, showing her pictures of it. And her best friend's in 5th grade. She's 11. And she's like, Mom, guess what? Her friend's name, she's like, she has a Valentine. And Ryan's sitting on the couch next to me and Nate's over on the other couch. And he goes, and I go, what? And I kind of looked over at Ryan and he goes, what? He kind of mouthed like, what? And I go, what does that mean? And she goes, it means that she has a Valentine. And I'm like, okay. She goes, a boy asked her. She has a Valentine. This is like her first time to ever have one. And Ryan kind of giggled under his breath and she's like, stop it. I said, can I be your Valentine? She goes, no, you're my mom. I'm like, but I love you. She's like, no, you can't be my Valentine. I was like, oh, great. Is that now a thing? Or maybe it was a thing and I'm just not in tune to what's going on. But oh, geez, y'all. Oh, boys. Yes. So I hope she's not feeling any certain way about not having a Valentine. And I asked her, I'm like, well, who is it? So she told me his name and I got the whole scoop. But yeah, her best friend has a Valentine. It's kind of cute, right? All right, y'all. This is going to be a little bit shorter. My alarm just went off. I have to go pick up Ryan at school. His car's in the shop. So yeah, he doesn't have a car right now. Plus, I normally pick him up and drop him off anyways, just to help him out and keep him, just on the right track. Yep, keeps him accountable. So yeah, I'm going to pick him up and then I go pick up Lou after that. And then I have to pick up her best friend today too, because her mom had to take her sister to a doctor's appointment. So yeah. And then I have to go to like the recycling center this afternoon to drop off some paint because they're only open from 2 to 5. I was like, that's not real convenient, but okay. I mean, it is, but I could have done it during the day. So anyways, yeah, so that's going to be it. Hope y'all are doing good. Make sure you tell me in the comments how you are. Hopefully you enjoyed this. And I got a little bit of work done. I'm almost done. You know what's crazy? Last week's Whip and Chat, because I only have one more square to do. Let me show y'all. I just have this square to do on this third row up. And last week we were on the last row right here. So I've done, essentially, I guess I'm doing a row a week is how I'm kind of looking at it. Because we were right here at the start of this other row last week. But now we're almost finished with the next row. So yeah, that must be kind of my thing. Randy's coming over tomorrow. She's going to spend the day Thursday with me. So she's going to come over to the house. We're going to hang out and diamond paint. I haven't seen Randy, who's You Can Call Me Butter. I haven't seen her in a while with all the holidays and then traveling and being sick and just, we have not been able to get together. So I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. So I'll let y'all know how that goes. Of course, we'll have a great time. I'll let you know what we do and what's up. So we didn't get a chance to talk about Mermaids and Magic. That's the event that Randy and I are hosting in March. But be looking for the official announcement video on the 13th. So on Monday, we will both put out a video with all the details, okay? So be looking for that. I wanted to make sure I mentioned that before I head out. Hey y'all, you thought you got rid of me, but not yet. It's so weird because whenever I did this video originally yesterday, that was before Craftibly had put out their update of the current state of the business. And so I have time now to kind of cover that before I put this out. So it is Thursday. It's Thursday, 5:27 p.m. And I just wanted to get on here real quick and talk about Craftibly. They are very good friends of mine, and I'm worried about them, and I want to help them however I can. How I first found Craftibly was, you know, the quality of their diamond paintings. You know, that's obviously, because I didn't know them yet. And I had been ordering their paintings and I loved them. And I just, you know, loved just their feel of their kits, right? And the whole thing. And I was like, okay. And then they had a come help us on 4th of July, you know, pack up a bunch of stuff. So a bunch of us went out there and I was like, I like these people. They're really cool. I want to get to know them better. And it just kind of went from there. I will attach their video down below. I'm trying not to get emotional. I had to cry earlier with my Patreons and I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. They're not only amazing people and friends of mine, they are an amazing company. They had a really, really, you know, awful 2022. Some bad, you know, bad luck. Nothing was their fault. And they did a video yesterday, which I'll have linked down below, just talking about, you know, their business and how they're, you know, getting to a point where they might need to shut the doors. But they're having one, I think it's like, I forget their slogan on the website. It's so funny. They've come up with different slogans. Like move it. What does it say? Now I want to look it up, y'all. But let me see what it says. It's pulling up. It's the, hello, pull up for me. Make it or break it is their slogan. They, as of today, as of 1 p.m. today, earlier today, they released their website again with everything, almost everything deeply discounted. So they have a huge sale right now going on. So let's step in there, help them out, try to sell them out. And then that way they can keep bringing us, you know, new products. They can stay with us because I don't want to lose them. I don't want to lose them. I've gotten to know them very well. We spent a lot of time together and I know their kids. I know their, both of their parents. I've spent time with Michael's dad quite a bit. Their employees are like family to them and they're like family to me. And I don't want to see anything happen to them. And, you know, where am I going to go on Saturdays to escape my family, to go play with diamond paintings? Where am I going to go? You know, how am I going to, it was the best of both worlds. And I don't want to lose that. So in addition to their sale, I'm also hosting a fundraiser, and that's what I wanted to talk about. I've tried to put it on social media, but in case you didn't hear it and you want to donate, they're too proud, obviously, to set up anything, because I asked Michael, I'm like, people are contacting me and wanting to, you know, donate. He's like, you know, and I'm like, I'm going to do a fundraiser. So boom, set it up last night during Craftibly's live. It just kind of, it wasn't planned. It just kind of happened. I was going to do a pop-up live, but I didn't need to. We just, you know, used her platform. It was perfect. We've raised over $1,000 so far. So, but I know there's maybe an opportunity for more. So I just wanted to get on there because I want to help them. I want to help them like they've helped us. They care so much about the community, the diamond painting community, their business, and we're not just numbers to them. Their customer service is amazing. And I've gotten to know them, like I said, on a personal level, and they're just, you know, I don't know what to say. I'm at a loss for words. Y'all know how I feel about them. I love them. And when you love someone, you want to help them. So that's where we're at. So I will link, so I'll have their YouTube video linked down below in case you want to see what they said and what's going on. And then below that, I will link, I have a Ko-Fi link. And it's something I already had established in case you wanted to tip the channel. But everything that goes to that, I just send right over to Michael and Amy. And like I said, we've had some amazing donations so far. So thank you to everybody that's donated. I just keep getting alerts. I mean, like I said, I know we're over 1,000. I would say maybe 1,500 at this point, but I haven't tallied everything up. But it just keeps coming in. And overnight I woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, there's so much. So let's just keep going. You know, if y'all can give anything, it would really be appreciated. Or just show up the sale, you know, that of course would be awesome too. So if you can, that would be great. I just wanted to come out in here and if they're watching, which I doubt they are, but if they are, I love you guys. And I know so many other people do too, and they want to help, and they already have. So let's keep it going and let's try to keep them afloat, okay? All right, that's it. Thank you all very much. I'm gonna go ahead and put this video up, and I will be going live tonight on Anthony's live stream. He's doing a live stream tonight at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So in case you see this before it goes out, I'm gonna be on there with him to talk about Craftibly, just anybody that loves them has had good experiences with them. Yeah. I don't want to see them go. Because I'm afraid I won't get to hang out with them as much anymore, right? I mean, it's just, and I know how much their business means to them. And they put so much hard work into this and so much love and so much care. And I just don't want to see that, you know, disappear, because it means so much to them. It really, really does. They've touched my life, and I want to do whatever I can to help them. And this is the only thing that I can, you know, think to do at this point. So, all right, I'm going to get out of here so I can stop all this. Thank y'all very much. Love you. And I'll see you in the next one. Okay. Bye, guys. And if y'all haven't, don't worry to end it here, because I got to go pick up kids. And I kind of didn't take care of things earlier. I'm so sorry. But we got to hang out. They always don't have to be an hour long, right? It is what it is. I know y'all. I know you'll understand. So, yeah, I'm out of here. But before y'all get out and before y'all leave, please give me a thumbs up. They really do help. And if you have not subscribed, there is a subscribe button down below, and it's free. So you hit that, and then you'll be part of my world. And then also click that notification bell right next to it. And that way you'll be notified whenever I post up any new videos. All right, y'all. Love you. Take care. And I'll see you in the next one. Okay.